Welcome back everyone. In this video, we will learn at what deep cloning is, why it is different from shallow cloning, and a few easy ways to deep clone an object in JavaScript. So let's start. Now, let sorry, let if you do let clone equals to any object like some obj, right? If you are having something like this, and if you do the or if you use the spread operator like let clone equals to dot some object like this, if you do these kind of thing, what you think will happen? Well, the nested properties is still refer to the same memory with these methods, and that's why we do the deep clone. So let me first show you that what actually a shallow clone is. So if I start with a shallow clone, after that you will understand the need of the deep clone, right? So let's say that the const person equals to, now we are going to take an object which is having a name as, let's say, Ram, and add, let's say, the address as let's take an object inside of it, right? Like city. Inside of this I'll say the city is something UP, right? Now if I do the shallow copy like const shallow copy equals to, and I use the spread operator, as you have already learned that how we do the shallow copy of any object, that is by using three dots, which is a spread operator, right? And if I do this person here, in that particular case, if I try to change some properties like shallow copy dot address dot city equals to, let's say, UK, right? Like this. So now since shallow copy is having everything which your this particular object person is having, right? Now I am doing what? I am actually changing the content inside this shallow copy, because this shallow copy is also having this whole object, right? So if, what do you think that will happen? Let me show you. Like if I say console dot log, and if I just show you this part inside the console, right? And I go to the console part, you can see I'm getting UK here, right? I'm getting UK here. Why? Because shallow copy is having the same content which this person is having, right? And that's what we were printing. Now if I go and search for the person, what do you think I'm going to get? For a person it should be UP, right? It should not get changed. Let me show you. Now if I search for the person, you can see still I'm getting a UK here, not UP. Why? Because by using the shallow copy, when we do any change in the copied part, that also do what? That also do the changes in the main object. That's the problem with the shallow clone, and that's what the reason that why we started using the deep clone, right? So what and how deep clone could be done? Well, for this purpose, let me copy the same example here and paste it here like this, right? Let's say this is person, let's name it person 1 and person 1 and person 1, right? Now coming up to the deep clone part. Now for doing the deep cloning, we can simply do what? Just remove these three dots. You write here JSON.stringify, right? We use JSON.stringify, and outside of this we use a JSON.parse. It is a quick way to deep clone the plain data, right? So let me show you how. So first we will write JSON.stringify dot stringify like this, and put that particular object inside the bracket. And after that, after doing that, just remove these curly brackets from here and put it inside the parenthesis like this. And outside of this we'll write JSON.parse, not this JSON.parse, right? Now if I search for the person, right? If I search for the shallow copy, not, let's name it deep copy now, because it is deep copy. Similarly, deep copy, right? And if I print this part now, is it working? Does this particular method had copied the content of the object inside this deep copy variable? Let me show you. So yes, you can see I'm getting the UK again. Why again? Because earlier we are having this example, right? Let's comment it down. You can see I'm getting the UK. It means that my this particular object is now copied inside the deep copy. Now if I want to see that whether this change, this updation which I did in this particular 27th line of code has actually made any change in this person or not, for that let's see. Let's write person here, and if I go to the console, you can see I'm getting the UP here. It means by updating or by changing anything in the copied object is not affecting the main object by doing the deep clone, right? So this is how we do the deep cloning. We simply use JSON.parse and inside this JSON.stringify. Well, there is one more method to do the same, and that is called using the structured clone, right? Structured clone method. By this also you can do the deep cloning. How? Let me show you. I'm going to copy it down and simply paste it here, right? Let's name it person 2. mm, Wait, let name it person 2, right? Similarly person 2, and yeah, everything is fine here, right? Person 2. Now rather than using this long JSON.parse and JSON.stringify, what I can do, I can simply just write here structured clone. You can see by doing simple structured clone method, we can do the same part which we done earlier. Let me show you. I'm going to copy the person2 dot address, right? So let me just comment it down. Now if you go and see, you can see I'm getting the UP here. If I change it, uh, let's say Los Angeles. I don't think that this was required, but yeah, you can see I'm getting the Los Angeles even after I'm doing the changes inside this deep copy address.city, right? We are using the structured clone method. So by using these two different methods, we can actually do what? We can actually create the deep clone of any object into another object, right? I hope you understood the concept very much and very clearly, right? So this is all for today's video, and you have learned that what deep cloning is, why it matters, and what are the few different techniques, right? So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe for more JavaScript tutorial. Goodbye.